Welcome to NBA Nerd Highlights, where instead of fast break dunks and ankle breakers, we focus on the nerdier stuff. The high IQ passes, defensive rotations, beautiful set plays. Let's start it off with the Lakers here. They're looking for Kennard coming off this pin down, and watch how early LeBron throws this pass. Look at where Kennard is, and the ball's already gone out of his hands. It hits Kennard right as he's curling. He gets the layup. LeBron has just been ridiculous. This man is ageless. We got a great sideline out of bounds play from Philly here. Edgecombe receives the handoff, and look at the spacing. A two-man action on this wing, and then another two-man action in the corner, and that looked like the easiest 2 points I've ever seen. But check out the design here. I like using your two best players as a decoy up on the wing, where Ugo's trying like hell to stay with Maxey. Keita isn't even thinking about helping off this action, and then in the corner, Jaylen Brown does not want to switch off of Paul George because PG was frying everyone else, and the Sixers know this, so they use George as a screener, and with no switch, Pritchard has to fight through this all alone. It's a dunk, it's simple, it's beautiful. That is how you use personnel to steal points. Jason Tatum getting to work here. He draws two, finds Pritchard, and now watch Quentin Grimes, the contest, and then he's leaking out early for a cherry pick. But now on the rebound, check out Derek White reading Edgecombe's eyes, seeing he's looking down the court, and he jumps to steal that pass. Now VJ can't throw it, so he puts it on the ground, and that is a traveling violation. The funny thing about this is I think this is actually White's responsibility to get back on Grimes, and he missed it, but then of course makes up for it incredibly. That is a nerdy highlight if I've ever seen one. I love this sequence. So LeBron's playing a two-man game with Ayton here, and when the screen flips, Kennard starts to walk up to set a screen, hoping to distract these weak side defenders and free up the roll. He actually doesn't even need to fully set the screen. Just walking up is enough to occupy a Kogi. Nobody tags the roll, and it's a dunk. But then like a minute later, Smart's bringing the ball up, and JJ Redick is motioning to Kennard, but Luke's confused. Like, what are we doing? What's the play? And now Smart calls him up too. Kennard is still clearly confused, but as soon as he lifts up, LeBron flashes to the ball. Smart hits him, pick and roll, and look at the weak side defenders. Okogie glued to Kennard. It's a poster on Şengün's head, and that was created by Luke Kennard's gravity, who didn't even know what was going on. That is awesome stuff. All right, how about some pure hustle? The shot goes up here, and Jordan Walsh is dancing with Maxey, trying to get around him. He wins the loose ball, but Embiid flies in to tip it away and dives on it, and now Walsh doesn't give up and steals that pass right back, and now draws the foul. That is playoff basketball. That's what it's all about. Okay, this is my favorite set I've seen all playoff so far. It starts with this Isaiah Joe screen and cut through, and now we have Hartenstein waiting for this pass to time up a little pitch back to Mitchell. But remember Joe's cut. He's now sprinting off this exit screen, dragging Gillespie with him, and now nobody's in the paint. It's a free dunk. Oh my God, that was beautiful. We got to watch that in full speed. This play is just, I have no words for it. It does something to me. I don't know. More Rockets Lakers. This possession is going nowhere for LA, and Luke Kennard throws a bad pass here. Tari Eason's going up to get it, and Marcus Smart, instead of jumping for the ball, lets Tari steal it and gets in position to poke it away while he lands, and he takes the contact in the chest. That is amazing. High IQ, great hands. They could have called a charge there if they wanted to, but man, Marcus Smart, what a series. I think we need some Raptors defense in our lives. James Harden gets the switch on Jakob Poeltl here, and Scotty Barnes comes over to double. He anticipates the pass and jumps up for the deflection, but Mobley ends up wide open anyways until Scotty somehow gets there and makes it a heavily contested shot. That is an insane recovery and closeout by Scotty Barnes. This man is a freak of nature defensively. Love watching him play. I love this set. So OG flashes to the ball, pitches it back, and they're right into a double drag action, but that flows into a back screen for OG. They want Kispert in the action because he's not athletic or big enough for OG, and it's a foul, beautiful design. But it looks to me like Mitchell Robinson is looking to set a screen for Landry Shamet as the next option, and in the Nuggets series, we see the full set. Start with the double drag. That first screener is going to receive the back screen, but it's covered here, and now they have Hardaway curling around that pin down. It's guarded pretty well, but Timmy drains it anyways. Very cool set. I am a fan. All right, let's go to the final minute of that same Raptors game. The Cavs are up one, trying to bring the ball ball up, Scotty is pressuring, and by the time the ball gets here, look at the clock. They have 2 seconds to get this over half court, and Jamal Shead recognizes that and makes an incredible play to keep the ball in the backcourt. That's an 8-second violation. Amazing awareness and guts by Jamal Shead. This was definitely a gamble that paid off in a big way. Totally game-changing, unbelievable stuff. All right, here come the Pistons. They have a mismatch down low, so Paolo comes over to help, and so does Jalen Suggs. During catches and pump fakes, Suggs jumps and then eats up this shot at the rim. That is beautiful. And I love the decision by Jamal Mosley to put Suggs on Asar Thompson so he can roam off and then make incredible plays like this. All right, this is an amazing sequence to me. Max Strus is in a full deny on Scotty Barnes, full court, full deny, and a good counter to this is to just have Barnes set a ball screen because Strus does not want to leave him. He even has the choice between stopping the ball and staying with Barnes, and he chooses Scotty, so it's a floater. And then the same thing is happening on the other end of the floor. It's Donovan Mitchell here who's being aggressively denied, so he sets the screen. Jacoby Walter is, I don't know what he's doing, but he's clearly only worried about Mitchell and not much else, and again, Mobley ends up with the layup. But the concept comes full circle here. Strus is back to denying Scotty. They tried the backdoor but can't quite complete it, so Barnes resets with another ball screen, and this one works perfectly, taking out 2 defenders, but Jared Allen saves it at the rim, and now his man grabs the O board, but JA's still lurking and gets that one too. Basketball is cool. Okay, Pistons down 5, 1 minute left. Cade gets a switch with Wendell, and he looks to lower the shoulder here, but Wendell predicts it and pulls the chair, so Cade falls down. It's a turnover. I was insanely impressed by how good Wendell Carter guarded Cade in that matchup, and that didn't quite seal that game, but I think this did.
Van Carroll, pull up 3, off the heel. Oh! Sometimes you need a little bit of magic.
That was an unbelievable series. I know the Magic lost, but man, what a 7 games. That was fun. I thought Drew Holiday had an awesome first round. Fox is getting downhill here, so Drew wants to help, and this is going to create a wide open look in the corner for Castle, except no, it's not, because Drew just spins around and somehow gets there for the block. Wasn't he at the elbow? How did he do that? That was absolutely incredible. We will finish this off with a low light. Paul Reed comes to screen for Cade here, and the Magic send 2 to Cade, so Reed's the outlet, and now he gets into his bag, a little tween cross hezzy. It doesn't work, and now he leaves his feet to stay in bounds and finds the behind the back pass. That is genuinely an amazing pass. He's looking to hit Robinson at first. De Silva moves, so he goes to Tobias instead, but they can't get the finish. Oh man, that would have been B-Ball Paul's career highlight. Tobias missed that one, but it's all good because he went absolutely crazy in game 7. But that is going to do it for today's video. Remember to hit subscribe. You can leave your own nerd highlights timestamps in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.